And this, of course, is from Smithfield Hams. This gentleman has been with Smithfield for more than a decade. Tom Castaldi.
Hello,
Hello, how are you? I'll give you a hug because we've known each other a long time.
Thank you, absolutely.
This is incredible because you don't just get one ham, but you're going to get two. So I love that because if you are only having maybe 8, 10 people, one ham will do it. But if you want to be able to have, you've got more people, you can bring out both hams. I mean, you can do however you want, but you've got it all in the palm of your hand. Let me say, if you want to go on auto delivery, what that does is it gets it to you now, or it can ship out December 18th if you want it to. But then it would be shipped to you again in March of next year and November of next year. Otherwise, you can just do a single shipment right here if you want. And the glaze that you see on that meat is coming with it. Your price tag, let me just give you a little tidbit. It's a big tidbit, but here's the reason why. One of these hams at Smithfield.com is $59.99. $59.99. You know what you're paying for two? $69.96. For actually $10 more, you're getting a whole nother $60 ham. That's why you pick up the phone and you say, you know what? I've got to have those. I want them in my freezer so that I can eat them whenever. It could be for the holidays. It could be just for dinner one night.
Absolutely.
You know, and you'd have leftovers for the next part of it. Let's talk about these hams, Tom.
Yeah, well, Smithfield, I think, Mary Beth, we've been here 10 years. It's an iconic American brand, been around for 81 years. So we're not just buying a grocery store-bought ham. This is a classic center-cut Smithfield ham, but we've just simply removed the bone.
Okay.
So you will see in here, there is marbling. It's not a deli or a pressed ham like many boneless hams are.
Yeah.
You can see closely the marbling. It is a classic center-cut ham where what we've done is we have cooked and cured the ham in its natural juices. We have smoked it over real hardwood, and then we spiral sliced it all the way through. So when you get this home, it's fully cooked. All you have to do is just warm it up.
Heat and eat.
Heat and eat.
And by the way, there's more than about 20 slices in each one. So, I mean, this, and these are not small slices. If you look at some of these middle slices, I mean, that's a lot of ham.
It is.
And so here's the reason I bring this up. I just want to remind you, you can put this on 3 monthly payments of $23.32. You would pay about almost $60 for one ham at Smithfield.com. We're giving you two of those hams for $10 more, $69.96. And I can't wait to dig in. I was telling you, you know, I always wondered why ham changed as I was growing up.
Yes.
And it was because it went from real ham, and I grew up in the Midwest where, you know, there's a lot of hog farmers and things like that, to these weird things that you'd buy in the grocery store, and it was because it was pressed. It was like deli ham, and that didn't taste the same.
Right. I mean, what happens is you can find less expensive hams, but they take shortcuts.
Yes.
Is that?
That's so good. That is so tender, juicy, and that glaze is like the cherry on top.
Yeah, it's a natural honey glaze. It's but we don't take shortcuts with these hams. And in the grocery store, you can find hams that they use liquid smoke to add a smoky flavor.
Yeah.
They add water to add weight to it.
Right.
But this is it's a Smithfield center cut ham without the bone. And you get two of them, and you get 2 glaze packs. So and they're both included, the traditional honey, which is what you're tasting there.
Which is so
and
good.
if you'd like to try, I can give you a little dab of the honey bourbon.
Yeah, put that on this little
Yes,
piece
so the honey bourbon is a little bit of a more fuller, classic Southern flavor. It's a deeper flavor. You get both. You just add water on your pan, on your skillet, and it'll get to a pancake consistency.
Oh, yeah.
A little fuller.
You know what? That is really good. And that actually almost tastes like it has a little extra, maybe brown sugar, molasses or something like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a sweeter flavor. The honey's a little bit more mild.
Yeah, exactly.
More traditional for a ham.
Oh my gosh, this ham is so good.
Thank you.
It's just this, it's the way that you grew up knowing ham.
Right.
And here's the other thing. I want to go back to the fact that it's boneless, it's sliced, it's already cooked. Those are things that resonate in my mind at this time of year when I've got so much on my plate to do and places to be and people to see and blah, blah, blah. And the fact is when I know, all I have to do is thaw it.
Right.
And then you can put it in like a 325-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes a pound, and these are about 3 to 4 pounds.
Yes.
So even like in 30 minutes, this is heated up, and you can actually just dig in and heat it, or eat it. And the other thing is that you're gonna love this as good cold as it is warm.
With a potato bread, mayonnaise, and Swiss
Yeah.
cheese sandwich.
Oh, goodness.
Leftovers, I mean, you can use this for the holidays,
Yeah.
obviously. And it's great if you're going to serve turkey and ham. If you're doing a buffet,
Exactly.
do a little, you know, because people can pull off slice at a time.
Yeah.
The big game's coming up. New Year's Eve is coming up. To have one of these in the freezer,
Yeah.
you know, either for a small family, it's great because you can just warm up one.
Yeah, but there's like
for bigger
20
family,
slices there.
we recommend about 10 to 12 servings per
Ham?
person.
Oh, per person. Gotcha.
So up to 24 servings with both hams. Because
Wow.
some people will have 2 slices,
Oh, sure.
some
exactly.
only 1.
And you always want leftovers.
You do, absolutely. Well, it extends the value of the ham.
Wow.
Because ham is not just for sandwiches, it's breakfast, it's lunch, it's dinner.
And you know, I like that you have soup over there.
Yes.
You know, you could take any soup that you love that you make, and you can throw little bits of ham in there. I mean, ham is great on a salad down
Exactly.
here. I think they're great on biscuits, little homemade buns. Oh, the best
Beautiful.
ever.
Beautiful.
But here's what I want you to know. It's like, yes, you can go to the grocery store and you can buy a ham. And you can buy a ham that's got bone in and not sliced and, you know, that kind of thing. But this is called not only convenience, but this is called really high quality.
Right,
And that's the key. You know, a lot of times, I mean, we've got people all across the country. Sometimes their grocery stores don't even have this kind of quality in their stores. But you've got it here at QVC at a price tag that, here's the way I'm looking at it. Normally, one of these hams is about $60 at Smithfield.com. We're bringing it to you at about $70 for 2.
Right.
So you do the math. Instead of $60 each, they're about $35 each.
Great
That's
point.
a huge, huge savings. And I look at it as you're getting the convenience, the great affordability, but it's the high quality as well. Now, I got a question.
Yes.
Sometimes ham can get very salty.
Yes.
Is this one? I don't
No,
taste
it
the
is.
salt,
It should
but I
be.
wondered.
It should be very moist, and it
Yeah.
should be. It should not be salty because we
it's
use
not.
authentic smoke when we smoke our hams.
Okay.
We cook it in natural juice, in its natural juices, so we don't add any extra brine or anything that might
Okay.
be a chemical to make it an authentic taste.
Yeah.
Or to rush the flavor. We're simply doing it the same way we have for 81 years.
Yeah.
Which is a Smithfield ham known and loved.
I appreciate that. I've probably eaten like 8 to 10 pieces already, like little bite-sized pieces.
right,
you know.
right.
But it's not at all too salty. So I love that. In fact, I don't taste the salt really at all. I enjoy the glaze that's on there. We have sold more than 1,000 of these.
Wow.
And I just want to remind everybody, you can have it shipped out right now, or you can have it shipped out December 18th. So let's say you don't want it in your freezer in a couple of days right now. You would rather have it come, you know, like around maybe December 20th or so. That's fine. You can choose. But if you want to go on auto delivery, it would ship to you like in December now. But then it would also ship next March before Easter.
Yes, it will.
And next November before Thanksgiving. And so you can lock in at this price of $69.96 for 2 hams with the 3 easy payments of $23.32, so that no matter what the price of ham does in the next year, you would be able to keep it at this price and this easy
Great
pay.
point.
I think it's a really
beautiful thing.
brilliant thing. And guess what? You don't have to have it sitting in your freezer for 6 months.
Right.
Because they're not going to ship it to you until March or November of next year. Come on in.
Hey,
I'm telling
Sharon,
you, this is
how
so
are you?
good. I'm going to let you find a fork there.
You have a
I've
fork
got
there?
one.
Okay.
Thank
There
you.
you go. You're
know what?
welcome.
Mary Beth, I have to tell you, Courtney Kaysen, one of our fellow hosts, about 3 weeks ago was saying
Yes.
to me, Sharon, where are the hams? Where are the Smithfield hams? I do this every year. They're not on QVC.com. Are they coming back? She was really worried, and I had to do a little bit of digging and then find out they were going to be coming here for the month of December.
Yeah.
Yep.
Taste that.
Smithfield has it made.
It's the best.
Thank you.
It's so delicious. I don't have to worry about the bone on the inside. I'm not wasting any money because
Right.
I can eat this from end to end.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm getting 2 of them. So if I'm just having a few people, I serve the one. If I'm having a big gathering, I put one on either end of the table,
Yeah.
do it buffet style. This will serve so many people so affordably and deliciously.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. You know what? That, and I still go back to that price. If one is about $60, because remember, it's all meat.
Yes.
You know, you're not getting anything but meat.
Right.
And
really
it's our
great
top
meat.
seller.
It's your top.
On our website,
Your
on our
holiday catalog.
one of these is our #1 seller
Yep.
because it's so versatile.
Yeah.
You know, you can.
And so easy.
It's so easy and so
convenient.
versatile, right?
But it would
That's
cost
right.
you about $60,
Right.
$59.99, and we're giving you 2 for $69.96. I mean,
Right.
that's
And free shipping.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The
Free
free
shipping and handling. And how about Easy Pay? 1,500 of these sets already ordered. Again, you can have it shipped out right now. It's December 1st, and it can be shipped out, and you'll have it early next week, or you can have it shipped out December 18th. It's up to you. Here's the other thing I want to go back to is just the quality. You know, Smithfield, I'm sure they have their best sources of, you know, their meats and such. But what would you say are their high standards?
Yeah, thank you.
What are the standards?
Well, I think we're the largest ham producer in the world.
Are you really?
We are, Smithfield,
Wow.
and we're in the ham capital of the world, which is Smithfield, Virginia. And so our standards are very high, and they are, we select the finest piece of pork that we could find, and then we slowly prepare it for you, so when you get it home,
Yeah.
you're just having to warm it up.
Right, and here's the biggest warning. Do not overheat
Right.
this, because then you're going to dry it out. But you literally, I say get it to room temperature, thaw it out, get it to room temperature, and throw it in. I would check it after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And if it's just the way you want it, at that point, take it out. Because I know years and years ago, the first thing I did was overcook one of these,
Yeah.
and that was too bad, because it was a bummer. But, you know, and in some ways, honestly, you can literally serve this cold, or I should say room
could.
temperature,
Right.
and it would be just as good. And especially if you're making the sauce, the
Yeah,
glaze on
yeah.
the stovetop,
great.
you've got that hot sauce, hot glaze. You can pour it over this.
I love
there
it.
You've got that room temperature with the hot glaze. So good. That and a little bit of scalloped potatoes, and we've got it made,
Your
right?
holiday's done.
Made in the shade. Here's the other thing, just to remind you too. If you want to actually make it even more pieces out of one of those hams,
Yeah.
cut it
Cut it in
in
half.
half
Yep.
lengthwise.
Yep.
Because as I said, these are big pieces.
Yep.
So you can cut it in half that way.
And when you get it home, just very simply 350 degrees, warm it face down like this. It
Okay.
will maintain the moistness of the ham.
Okay.
Tin foil. If you really want to add a little extra flavor, either orange juice or apple cider at the bottom of the pan
Ooh.
will add just a tremendous little fruity
Yeah.
flavor to an already delicious ham.
Wow. 1,800 of you already have spoken for it, and I just want to remind you, you can get it shipped out right now or December 18th. And the other thing is that you can go on auto delivery, which means it would come now in December, and then next March and next November, and you get to stay at this same price, stay at this same easy pay. It's incredible, and free shipping and handling all the way around. Tom?
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mary
you
Beth.
so
Yeah,
much.
happy
People
holidays.
have been waiting for you to be here.
Thank you.
By the way, we do have a sale price coming up that's only good today on Mrs. Prindable's apples, a set of 10 for a fabulous price. So